So in
No,
this,
one more thing, Ramesh. If you are showing and explaining in Tamil, that is also fine. I can follow.
okay,
Yeah.
that's fine, sir.
Uh,
We will definitely do that also. See, wherever
mm,
possible, I'll just loop you. Whichever time slots work, you also come and join. Not a problem, sir.
okay,
Because
okay.
the intention of this class is to ensure that when you go out of this class, you have to just go and practice. I don't want to read separately and then come back. So in this class itself, when more people are there, right, I'll ask them, this is a problem. Somebody is coming for an eye problem here. So what is the treatment that you are suggesting? So each one will give their own answer. So we'll see which is correct, which is not correct, how to identify those things also we'll talk. So that's the reason I want two, three like-minded people. But even if you are not able to cover in this session, when the next one happens, I'll put you there. That problem will not be there. So as long how many sessions happen in this topic, you are free to feel free to join this session, sir. We can do any number of times until you are very much clear on the subject. Not a problem, sir. The
Okay, okay,
sessions,
okay.
those things and all, it's not at all a problem. As long as you attend this class, you just have to go and then practice it on somebody else directly without any question. That is the only thing, sir. We'll just talk about various problems. Suppose there is eye problem. End of this class, right? If there is a problem, where should you do? If there is a problem here, what should you do? If there is a problem here, where should you go and treat it? So that's what we are going to see at the that is the outcome of this session. Okay.
Okay,
So
okay.
how this
Fine.
distal guasa generally came is, suppose we have lady patients coming for back pain, then we have to undress, kind of little uneasy problem.
Mm,
Suppose there is a problem on the there is a problem on the groin area. Okay, groin area is something where you put the inner wear, right? So if there is a
yeah.
groin area, groin problem below your uh, uh, nabi, okay, below your
Mm,
nabi, if there is a problem, we are not supposed to do guasa there, right? We have to do,
yeah.
but very very cautiously we have to do. But
Yeah.
suppose, okay, there is a patient coming here, okay, undressing it's kind of little uneasy, okay, and it is also not very efficient. The basic level in guasa is to do the guasa on the problem area, okay.
Mm,
So that is only one of the option to eliminate the pain, but there are
mm,
so
mm.
many other options where you can go outside the pain area, do the treatment in a healthier part of the body, and it gives a result exactly in the next 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Okay, you can
Okay.
just whether you put the needle or you put the guasa. When I say suppose put the needle there, it is the same. It has the same meaning like do the guasa there. Both are one of the same. The syllabus is all the same. It is a
Okay.
meridians only. Whether you put the needle or whether you take your guasa board and the rub, it's all one of the same. But when you go little advanced, it is little different. But until for the next 2 3 sessions, it's all one and the same. So by mistake, right? Because I take classes for occupancy, so I by mistake put the needle there. The problem will be solved.
Yeah.
But you can assume it is do the guasa there, the problem will be solved. Okay. And sometimes you
Okay.
can do both the needle and also you can do the guasa nearby. So there is no problem. Okay. So suppose
Mm,
there is a pain here. I can also put a needle here and also do guasa here also. Not a problem. Sometimes they'll think there is a pain deep inside. Okay. And they will also
mm.
say there is a pain here. They will not know exactly whether it is paining here or not. They don't know. So here you can do guasa. For sure, you know the pain, you can put the needle. So guasa
Okay.
and needle you can do together, not a problem. And you can do only whatever I'm telling, you can do it with the help of needle, or you can do guasa also. It's not a problem. Okay. So distal guasa, to understand, if the pain is here, I don't want to do here. One reason, I want to undress.
Mm,
Other reason, I want to I don't want to do guasa in this area. It is a sensitive area.
yeah.
I don't want to do guasa here. Back, there is no problem. You can do whatever guasa you want. But in the front, it is little difficult. Okay, somebody comes with a nipple pain. It's very difficult.
Mm,
You cannot do guasa, whether even if it is a male, you cannot do guasa on the nipple, you cannot do guasa on the lump, you cannot do it on wherever it is protruding, the knot. Well, it's little difficult. You cannot do that actually. So in that places, we are going outside the problem, fix that problem there, immediately this will be released. That's it. Okay.
okay.
So that is the exact concept of this distal guasa. Okay. So in this session, right, series of session, mostly it will be, I have planned for 5 sessions, or it could be even more because of the understanding of the participants' comfortability. It can be more, but minimally I'm planning for 5 sessions. And suppose if you are very interested, we can do it 1 day, 2 day also. But I want to take it a little slow so that you can go do it for somebody. If there are questions, we'll talk in the next session also. So however comfortability, because it's all one-on-one class, right? Anyhow we want to do, we can do, not a problem. So how we are planning to structure these courses? So one approach is to understand how the electromagnetic force is working on human body. Okay, so based on that, because for this pain, one option which we know today is do the guasa exactly on that particular place. Okay, so if I have pain here, I'll do guasa here. If I have pain here, I'll do guasa here. Okay, that is one
Option.
option. The second option is applying through electromagnetic force. Okay, understand how electromagnetic force is it's called the polarity. Okay, how it is running on a particular human body. Understand that. Based on that, we can do treatment. That is number 2 option. So with that, we get multiple options. Okay, suppose somebody comes with an internal problem, but the problem is somewhere here, but there is no pain or nothing. So how to attempt that particular problem, whether it is external problem or internal problem, how to attain the results. So that is number 2. Number 3 option is called balancing method. Okay, first one is straightforward, which I am doing today. That is also one of the options. We can eliminate pain. 5 sittings, 10 sittings, whatever happens, we do was on the place, remove the pain. Second option, through polarity, we are going to do. I'm just going to, in today's class, we are going to do polarity only. That is the basics before we go to the higher level. So polarity we are going to do. And the next class, we are going to do something called balancing. Okay. In the balancing, because I just want to give you a prelims, what is all we are going to cover in this sessions. Okay. So the human body looks somewhere like this. Okay. But suppose this guy is having a pain somewhere here. Okay. So though the meridians, will understand how the electromagnetic force and all is working. So though the meridians are working correctly, this guy, what happens, right? Though he's standing like this, internally the meridians, it will be like this. He's not straight. Or assume I have a headache. Okay. Now I have a headache here. Okay. This is my problem. Okay. My meridians will be like this. It will not be straight. This is straight for me. The meridians internally are aligned to one direction only. So in this direction, what we will do is we are going to bring the meridians back to the normal. So once you do this, you will correct the internal problem. Though the person is looking correct, but internally the meridians, I'm just giving an example. Really, it's not happening, but the meridians are not running correctly. Okay, just for your understanding, I'm just saying the meridians don't turn. But the imbalance, it is morely inclined on one side, it is very less on the other side. So there is an imbalance. That's the reason you are getting pain only on one side of the day. I'm getting pain only here. I'm getting a pain only here. That means there is an imbalance. The way in which the meridians are traveling are totally, either it is wrong, or it is going against, or it is going randomly, or it is not at all going. To understand about meridians, it's not like our acupuncture. In acupuncture, you see all these, right? These are all lines. It's not like that. That is just for a visual representation. That is how it is traveling. It is traveling like that only, but it is not only there. It is like a river flowing on the human body. Everywhere it passes. It's not only the leg. Suppose you assume the urinary bladder, it's running like this. Okay. It's not only here. Here also it's urinary bladder only. It is just an imaginary representation, but the influence of the meridian in that particular area will be high. It will have control until this entire back. Assume this is the entire back. It is having its own dominance. Okay. So wherever there is no meridian also, we can do the treatment in this approach once you understand this. Okay, because on the point urinary bladder, definitely you understood it's urinary bladder. But next to urinary bladder, until gallbladder, there is a lot of space. Okay, because my gallbladder runs somewhere here, and urinary bladder runs, there is a lot of space. So what will happen if some patient comes a pain here? We don't know what channel it is, right? Whether it is gallbladder influence or urinary bladder influence. So we are also going to talk about that also. And with this, we are going to identify the same way. If there is a problem there, we will go outside, identify, and resolve the problem. Okay. So first approach, do the guasa exactly on the same place. Next approach, do the polarity method, which we are going to cover today. Third approach, we are going to talk about meridians. Okay, and there is a formula for meridians. This is why I asked for their address. So I'm going to send you all these 2 sheets for each of them. So it will be like this. So I'll courier with you all these sheets just to understand, so that you understand how this all works. Okay, so you'll get all these courier. So you will not take any notes. You just have to put it on your clinic and then can start doing. I did want to send it this week. Once we have the basic class, I'll send you. Otherwise, it will have a little bit of confusion. So next week, Monday, I'll courier that. Okay. So we spoke about 3 things. Okay. So we are going to clone. Okay, the pain here somewhere else and do that. So that is a core concept. So we'll talk about that. And the 4th technique is the psychology portion. Okay, because when I started guasa, right, I understood that I treated the back pain. Okay, the guy came with back pain. I treated his back pain, but the back pain came exactly after 1 month or 3 weeks, and then I did exactly the same thing. He went off, and then the pain came back. So when I started analyzing on the psychology portion, and then I understood a concept called psychic healing. Okay, this concept, once you understand that concept, it is like there is no treatment, no therapy, nothing. Okay, I'll just tell you something. Once you understand that, your 60% of the pain will be gone. That is a fun part. Say, suppose like in a year you get some 10 headaches. After you learn that concept, you will not get that 6 headache. You will get only 4 headache. Okay, because that is because of the meridian congestion. Remaining all are psychological concept. Once you understand that psychology, the pain will not tell you, because we just have to understand what is pain and why is it telling you. Suppose I'll give you an example, sir. In US, right, there are 3 lanes. One is a fast lane, one is a medium fast lane, one is a normal lane. Okay, if you go on the medium fast lane, there is so if you're traveling in night time, right, night 12 o'clock you are driving. If you're going at very high speed, right, you will get giddiness, you will start to sleep. So what they will do, right, there is next to that fast lane, they will put poles or not poles. They will what do you say? You just have to suppose they put a new road, right? Old road, they just shave that, or how do you say? They will just mark the lines there. The moment your car goes ahead, you say you will get one sound. And then what happens if you are sleeping, right? Everybody in the car will wake up, and then you will go correctly on the lane. So ensure that you are waking up, right? That once the car touches that area, if you want to get into accident, but the thing is, it is an alarm to you, and then you will wake up. Okay, so that psychology is that is how the pain is also. It gives you alarm, so that you are aware. Once you understand you are going beyond your limit, you come back to your normal, the pain will also go outside. Okay, because in this distal guasa, the beauty is, suppose somebody comes with a sciatica. Okay, sciatica is somewhere in the buttocks, you have on your tailbone, if you have this a problem, right? Once we put a needle or do guasa in a different place, right, the pain will start to move from here, it will go down. Until then, it will be like pain somewhere here only. But the moment you put the needle, the pain will start to melt like ice cream, and then it will go somewhere else. The pain will travel now. Okay, you cannot believe that. So the pain is not a stationary one. It doesn't stop in one place. It travels from one place to another. And then you have to consider, okay, the patient came for this treatment, then you have to put a needle or a guasa in a different place. It will slowly go outside. So you have to keep doing the same thing, and then the pain totally vanishes. Okay, so we'll talk about multiple things. We will talk about the regular guasa, what you know already. That is one approach. The second approach is the polarity approach, which I'm going to cover in today's session. And the next session, we are going to talk about meridians, and then how you will image from one part in the body to another part, what are the various techniques, meridians. And the 4th option, we are going to talk about psychology only. Once you understand that psychology, 60% of the pain will be gone. But you cannot teach it to all the patients, because not everybody is matured enough to listen and understand. It's a half an hour concept. Once you understand that there is no treatment at all, 60% of the pain will not come. Because after I got to understand that, most of the pain is gone. After that, guasa itself, I did not need much. Then and there, I just do little bit of guasa and then that's it. So, the main intention why I took pain management as my track is uh, it's not only one direction. Because if you go to, suppose, I'll give you an example, sir. Suppose there is a schoolboy, okay? He has a costly laptop. He broke that laptop. Okay, it is 50,000 rupees laptop. He broke that laptop. So he did not tell his house. Okay, and then he kept it somewhere inside his bureau or somewhere. So what happens is this guy is now getting a fever because he is afraid. If I tell, somebody is going to scold him or they are going to blast him like anything. So he will not tell anybody. Okay. So now what happens is he gets a fever. Okay. The father and mother takes this boy to hospital. They take all the tests, corona test, that test and all. Whatever happens, it is not going for the next 4-5 days. Okay. So what is the solution? Is it a report that you have to take there, or is it that, okay, don't worry, you'll get another laptop or we'll not scold you? If that courageous words will help or the report will say. So in that case, the courageous word will only help that student, not the actual report. So you need not take any corona report, nothing like that. So psychology is 60 to 70% is psychology, 30% only mediance. Everything is happening psychological only. So but I'll keep that subject towards the end because, but I want you to understand, if you want to take pain management as a subject, there are multiple dimensions. Okay, not only physical problem, it's also the mental problem also, which you have to handle to eliminate pain completely. Because pain cannot be handled just by doing guasa or acupuncture or highest form of treatment, it will not go at all. It was my wrong understanding that it will go. No, it won't go. Physical plus psychological only will make a person healthy. So also understand the psychology for clearing the problem permanently. But you will not get repeated business because you are resolving that back pain permanently. But that is not my this one. But that is, at least it is up to you whether you want to tell, because I thought I'll tell this to patients and make them permanently lifelong free. But the maturity, if they don't have, they will not understand. For me, there is no problem. I'll get 400 rupees. I'll remove their body pain and then they'll send outside. I know definitely this guy is going to come back. That is another 400 rupees. But if you want to know the reason, we'll cover that in one of the sessions. Okay. So this is the overall structure. Sorry if I bore you, because I just want to give you a glimpse, because you are sweet enough. You did not ask me, frustrate me. But I should have posted this, but I did not have time. I was preparing mostly the contents. So this is all we are going to do. So one, psychologically, we are going to approach the patient. And then another thing is, we don't want to remove the dress. We don't want to do treatment on suppose eyes, right? I don't want to put the board here and there. I don't want to put it on the groin area where you put your underwear. So sensitive areas will go outside. This distal guasa, once you do it outside, you know exactly where to put the needle or do the guasa. The pain is gone immediately because it's all interconnected. If you do a guasa here, it will show immediate relief here. Okay, we are going to see how it is all working. But just for now, somewhere, just for your understanding, if I do here, it's not only you are removing the pain here, you are treating the entire body. It's like a cycle. So once this is free, this gets energy, this gets energy, this gets energy, this gets energy, this gets energy. So it is like entire cycle. That's why your peticate takes 3 days to go. Okay, and then your pain will start to travel because now it has got some energy. Now this is now healthy. So we are going to talk about this contralateral concept also. So why it is all happening, we'll go to the subjects. So this is a high level structure of the program. If there is a, suppose you are stuck in polarity, it's easy, but meridian is difficult. Don't worry about session count, nothing. If you understand the session, 10 minutes also will be over, or if it is taking 10 session also, not a problem, sir. At the end of this class, I just want you to blindly, using this, I'll help you how to understand this chart. With this, you just hang it in your seat, and then you just have to do guasa or put the needle. Both of them will work. So we'll also have some debate. We'll just talk about some problems also. I started using this 1.5 years back, and then the results were very, very good when compared to doing the normal glossa. Because some of the cases I did somewhere else, because the root cause is here, but you will get the pain somewhere here. Okay. So we'll go to the subject, sir, and then we will probably come back to this one. Is there any questions, sir, or any thoughts? You want to cover something else? We thought we will have some other, or what is your opinion, sir? Or
No questions. See, that's what I said. Even if we need to combine this thing sessions with the other two gentlemen who are taking it in Tamil, that is also fine. We
Okay.
can do that.
Sure. Because that also the time is not fixed yet, sir. I'll also check with them and also come back. So even if we, so when I start that, I'll also pull you also, sir. And I'll also, you are also comfortable with Anil and Brahmaya also, no, sir? I can pull you in that session as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we don't have the time, no?
That I will confirm you tomorrow. Is that fine, sir? Or can we do one thing? This week we'll have today only, and next week we'll have Saturday, Sunday. Is that fine? I'll also talk to them. If they are comfortable, we'll do that way. Or until then, we'll do. See, don't worry about the number of sessions. Until you are clear in the subject, we'll have any number of sessions. That is not at all a problem. Next batch starts only. Feel free to join the session. There is no question at all, because you paid for this class, so I want you to ensure you thoroughly understand the syllabus and you walk outside. So that is absolutely not a problem. And you are feel free to attend any number of sessions, or we can have question answer session. Anything is fine, sir. So nothing to those aspects. If I start the other one also, I'll keep you posted. We can also join that also. So that is all.
Okay. One more question outside this this particular this thing topic.
Okay, sir.
Are you using this BioWell?
No, sir. I don't use BioWell, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, because I generally don't trust the devices actually. So I want to understand the clinical, the classical acupuncture is what is my favorite. I go sessions for like very rare skill set, which it tells like one touch pulse, because three touch pulse is very, very common. Everybody uses the three touch pulse, but there is a one particular training center who is teaching only one touch. So I wanted to learn, because earlier, right, how it was is like the kings, queens, and all were there, right? At that time, there used to be an old lady. They will touch and then they will say whether that queen is pregnant or not. So those are the rare skills which I wanted to learn. So that is how I understood this touch pulse. So I don't trust devices and all. I don't take any ECG, MRI and all. I'm not that comfortable, sir.
Okay.
So I trust only the pulse, and then diagnosis based on the maps, those kind of things only I'm more interested in.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, please continue.
Okay, sir. So, so this is how a magnetic force of a bar magnet will look like. Okay. Exactly the same way only the human being is also giving the same kind of energy magnetic field. That is what the human beings are also dissipating. Okay, there is absolutely no doubt. Okay, so the meridians are, there are so many concepts, sir. Not only meridians, there is also electromagnetic field around us. Some people call it aura and all, but scientific name is the electromagnetic pulse. Okay, so this is the exact map how it works. Okay, so whenever a person is there, there is a stand-up force. Yeah, this is the correct one. So in the arms, it runs in one direction, okay, and in the legs, it runs on the other direction. There was a gentleman called Stone, Dr. Stone. He was the first one to identify, and then the topic 3, topic 4, and all right, whatever I told, there was another gentleman. From there, he started the research, and he's the #1 guru in acupuncture. His name is called Dr. Tan, who studied this guy. Dr. Stone was he was a greatest of the mannequin to understand. He told human beings have, like how a battery is there, right? Plus minus. Human being is also giving the same plus and minus. Okay. The
Okay.
one portion is giving a plus, one portion is giving a negative. Okay. So there, he was the first person to understand, and he told, he studied all over Indian society. The symbol you see like this, right? The snake going around, right? If you see on the doctors' hospitals and all, you will see the symbol. It's all because of the 7 chakras and all, right? Exactly the same thing. He took that as a base, and he did this clinical research, and then he came up with a set of map. Okay, he published a theory called polarity theory, and this theory we are going to understand. Once you understand this, we have to just go and simply apply it in your Gaza. It gives brilliant result. Okay, so this was the foundation for the distal Gaza. So what this guy told was, so the energy is traveling one way and it's traveling the other way in the other part of the body. We have two meridians, right? Bilateral, the same meridian that runs here and the same meridian runs here. But in one place, the energy goes like this. The other place, it goes like this, the other side. Suppose you see in the diagram, right? It goes from top to bottom. Do you see my mouse pointer, sir?
Yeah, I can see.
Yes. So one side, it goes in this direction, and the other side, it goes again in the same clockwise direction, but it is divided in the middle. So what he identified is, okay, and I'll just send you this slides and all. This is not going to be very useful for us, but you will just get an understanding how the meridian is running. Okay, but you know, yin yang, right? Your stomach and all will travel from down to bottom, and your your stomach will travel from top to bottom. It will start from here and go all the way down. Your spleen, which is a major, it will travel from bottom to top. Okay, the meridians, some 6 meridians will travel from bottom to top, and 6 meridians will travel from top to bottom. Okay, that is our yin yang theory. Here, what he identified is he bisected the human being into two, and one portion is clockwise, another portion is another clockwise. Okay, and then told one side it is traveling, he just bisected now head. So one side it is traveling clockwise, another side it's traveling clockwise. So with this, what he identified is, assume that the patient comes to you for a pain here, where it is marked as plus. Okay, so that means the electromagnetic force that travels here, okay, if this is not working, exactly the other side, it will also not work. Because if one is a plus, the other one is a minus. So if this plus is not working, this minus will not work. But there will not be pain here. But there is a pain here, and the energy will not travel there. See, either the electromagnetic force is not traveling, or the meridian is all traveling, you will get an energy. You will get an energy congestion, and there will be pain. Suppose, correct me if I'm confusing, sir. You are doing Vasa here, okay, and it's PTK here and all. That means the energy did not flow here. If the energy is not flowing, the blood is also not flowing. More and more oxygen is also not there. So the guy is starting to get the pain here. Okay, so that is our meridian theory. But here, if you see, are you able to see the plus symbol here in the mouse pointer?
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, if there is a pain here, that means he is telling the electromagnetic force is not working there, or it is low compared to the other places. Okay, what he identified is, if there is a pain here, you simply go and do something here, this pain will be gone. So if I tell in our terms, if there is a pain here, okay, do the Gwasa here. Don't do it here. Do the Gwasa here. The moment you do the Gwasa here, this pain is gone.
Okay.
Okay. So that is what he told in terms of electromagnetic theory. So if you are acupuncturist, what you are doing, you will, if there is a pain here, okay, somebody comes, I'm not able to lift my shoulder, there is a pain here. Take a needle and put it inside. exactly the same case here. Okay, suppose
Okay.
this is the red line. Okay, you have to find exactly the same spot here, put the needle here. That's it, the pain is gone. In our case, exactly the opposite side we are doing, the pain is gone. The reason why it is working is, it is because one side the plus, okay, the charge, right? One side the plus, the positive electromagnetic field did not go there. So automatically the negative side, there is no problem at all. Okay, this is having a, that means a plus symbol. This is a plus, this is minus. Just for our understanding, you need not know whether it is plus or minus. Assume this is plus, so obviously this is minus. So if the electromagnetic force is not going here, it is a problem only here only. This portion is healthy, there is no pain at all completely. But what he is saying is, you just do the dwasa here, or you do just press, or you put a needle, whatever you want to do the trigger here, and this will be relieved because this is very healthy only, no problem. This side is healthy, the negative portion is healthy. But once you give energy to that one, automatically the electromagnetic force will start to go here, and the meridians will also start to go here correctly. So once a meridian, the electromagnetic force is running correctly, the pain is gone. Because
Okay. So suppose there is a frozen shoulder or a tennis elbow on the left hand.
correct,
If we treat the right hand on the same point,
correct,
it should be gone, right?
correct, exactly. We cannot say it is gone immediately, but the moment you put the needle, there will be minimum 20 to 30% improvement, because there is a total imbalance. Either plus or minus, it's not working correctly. You are going to strengthen this one, automatically this will get the strength. Okay, and one more important thing in Dwasa or acupuncture or whatever meridian therapy is that we can only solve any problem related to this charge or meridians only. Suppose the person fell down, okay, there is a collapse,
The,
okay, then it doesn't work. If there is a fracture, it doesn't work because meridians are running correctly only. The charges are all, electromagnetic force is correct only, but physically if there is a damage, it won't work. But 80 to 90% of the other muscle problem, or let it be the meridian problem, you go and put the needle or do Dwasa in the other side, it will start to show significant improvements. But if you do Dwasa, they'll say, no, 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 it's not paining only. But after you do some 5 to 6 times or 10 times, right, you will say, yeah, it's little bit paining. The moment they say little bit paining, that means this is getting aligned. And then you ask them how much it has improved. Before you start the treatment, right, just ask them, how is the pain? They'll say, it is paining a lot and all. Okay, then ask the scale of 5 or 10, ask how much it is paining. So it is paining for 8 out of 10. Okay, and then you start doing in the other side. So the moment you start doing here, right? First, initially they'll say, no, 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 it's not paining. There is nothing. And then, but you strongly know you have to do exactly the other side. Once you do the 8th stroke or 9th stroke, they will start to feel the pain. And the moment they are feeling the pain, meaning the work is happening here, the healing is happening here. And then after you finish your Dwasa, you ask them, they will say, earlier it was 8 out of 10, now it is like 3 out of 10 or 4 out of 10. It would have significantly reduced. Okay, so
okay.
this is one approach. Okay, so whenever there is a problem, the plus or the minus will not work. Okay, if it is not working, we have to go to the other side and do the treatment. It is not only for the head, it is for any part of the body, because the reason is the same meridian. Okay, if it is traveling here, it is also traveling exactly the same on the other side. If this is not working, we go here, do the treatment, this will automatically start working. So this is one approach. Okay, we are going to talk about multiple approaches, how to handle. Doing it on the same place, if there is a pain, you can do there also. That is a regular approach. And then the other approach is do the other side. Okay, either you do Dwasa, it balances either the channel or electromagnetic force or both. We don't know, but immediately we start to see the difference in the pain, because once the movement, the meridian is not working, the electromagnetic force will also start reducing. Okay, so clear, sir, until now?
Yeah, clear.
So what we have seen is, if there is a pain here, do it on the other side. You will start to see the difference. So that is number one. We just saw how it is all working, but internally, this is what is happening. It's all electromagnetic force. That is what this gentleman identified. Okay. Now, we talked about the groin pain, right? Do you see my mouse pointer? I'm just keeping
Yeah,
some.
I can see.
Okay, this area is the groin. So there is a pain here. Okay, so if there is a
Hmm.
pain here, according to this distal, right? You don't need to undress. You just travel all the way, go to the other side. But if you see, our meridians are all traveling only one side. Okay, but this electromagnetic force will travel diagonally in this area. In one place, it will travel different ways. But if you see here, you have to travel all the way. You have to go to the shoulder and do the dvasa here. Strange, right? If there is a problem somewhere here, okay, or you will go diagonally all the way here, do dvasa here. You will see a lot of petike. Okay, it will be either here or it will be either here. You don't know. Even I don't know. You just have to draw an imaginary line. The moment it comes here, you do dvasa here. The pain, you remove the pain here, automatically the groin area here is removed. So this
Okay.
is how he laid the concept of distal dvasa. Okay, so distal meaning he identified which place is having which relation. So this is a basic. This is how he started, and then when it improvised, it got improvised to extreme. But this guy was the founder for this entire thing. So if you see in this direction, it is also touching the nipple. Okay,
Hmm.
so either you have two options. Somebody comes with a nipple pain, either you do it on the shoulder, or either you go here, you do the dvasa here. Both of them are correct. If dvasa, you don't want to touch the sensitive area, don't worry, do it on the shoulder. The pain is gone. So you have two
But
options.
we can do anywhere on the line, right?
Yeah, that is what I was about to tell. You can do the energy will travel from here to here. So it will pain here. It will pain. There will be a block here. There will be a block here. There will be a block. It can be anywhere on the straight line, on the diagonal line. There could be pain anywhere, but definitely there is pain on this point and this point. So if you do dvasa on the diagonal also, it will be very effective. But definitely if you do treatment here, the pain is, you are attacking the pain. So definitely there is an immediate result. So simply if I say, if somebody comes to you, okay, pain here, you just go press this point somewhere. It's paining here. Take a needle, put it there. That's it. You don't need to do dvasa at all. That's how easy it is. You don't need to understand any meridian, no nothing, but you can be a very advanced consciousness. Or you just, the biggest concept, right? I'll come back to this one. I did not tell you this. The plus is there, right? Where is my name? Do you see the plus here, sir? Plus I'm just taking because there is a mark there. The moment it is plus, okay, the plus, there is a decrease in energy, right? What I said, we have to do treatment in the other side, right? How you will know exactly the other side? You just have to palpate, okay, press harder just to find the most tender spot. Tender meaning that is a painful spot. When I come back here, if I press here, it is paining meaning that is the tender, because exactly on the other side, this one is failed. So automatically this will implicitly fail. So I can identify this by pressing. You just press to identify the point, just do dvasa and put a needle. The moment you do this one, the energy here will start to flow. Once the energy starts to flow, the meridian will also start to flow. But your job is done. It will start working. That's it. You put the needle on the right spotter or you do the dvasa on the right spotter. Within 6 seconds, it will start to work. That fast it is. If it did not work, then it means that you did not identify the right spot. But the moment you put the correct needle, so if you see the pain on the B, you just put the needle here. Okay, sometimes it's not like this, it will pain here. So diagonally you have to come here, you have to put it here. Okay, suppose it is paining here, you have to go diagonally and then find out the point here. But once you start practicing and you understand what you have to do, you know it is going to, it is the other side. So diagonally I'm coming here. So you just palpate. Okay, once you palpate, you found this is the most tender, do dvasa there only. That way your energy also, you are putting only less energy. You will see definitely petike there, this point and in the bottommost point. And once you are done, the pain would have significantly reduced. You do dvasa on the diagonally on this direction. You will see some petike somewhere here on the left. It can be little bit up or down, but on the line you will see some vasa petica. At least in 2 places or 3 places you will notice. Because when the person comes to you, it's like a black box. Okay, he comes to you like this. Okay, this tells there is a pain here. Okay, because it's our duty to understand how the energy or the electromagnetic force is working, and then identify, just palpate here. Once you palpate, you find the right point. You find the point, you do dvasa at this one, and then on the line you do the next step. First you go to the other side, do the dvasa, okay, and then you do on the line, you just try doing dvasa. Somewhere it pains here, somewhere it could be random, I don't know. Each patient has a different, but this is the track in which the energy is tracked. Is that clear, sir?
Yeah.
And if it is on the nipple also, whatever I said, it's exactly the same thing. It passes starts from the groin, passes through the nipple and touches the shoulder. Okay, that's why if there is a pain here, okay, you can do the dvasa exactly the other side. You can also solve the problem. Or you go diagonally to the other side, you solve the problem.
Okay.
Suppose there is a nipple pain here. Either you do here, or either you do here, or you do on the line, you will solve the problem. So this is how it is working. This is the way in which the energy will travel. Okay, but the meridians, you know, it travels either from bottom to up, the main meridians. The supporting meridians travel from top to bottom. That is the yin and the yang. But meridians, in a electromagnetic force, sometimes it goes straight, sometimes it goes diagonal, sometimes it goes to the other side. So that's what we are going to see here. Okay. And suppose, alternatively, what you can do is, if there is a groin here, you can do it on the throat and you can resolve the problem. Funny, right? Because you see the star. So you do it here, you have option to do it here, or you identify generally on the throat, right? You should not do dvasa from top to bottom. You just have to move your hands, put some oil, and then move your hands and then see where is the tender spot. Somewhere you'll find a tender spot. Once you find a tender spot, you can just remove it through dvasa, or you can do it just sensitive areas you don't want to try. You just simply do a massage on that particular area. Because now you know you'll find definitely a tender spot. That tender spot you have to do massage from bottom to up, because it is throat area, do from the bottom. Is that fine, sir?
Yeah.
Or did I go a little fast, or is that okay?
No, that is okay.
Okay, all right. So we have a problem here on the groin area. Either you have one option, go all the way here, or one option, go all the way here. On the two extremes, definitely there is a problem. It could be problem in both, or it could be in only one of the place. We don't know. Where it could be it will change from patient to patient, but this is the back end deformity. Similarly, if you go to the back side here, suppose if there is a pain on the left hip, go to the shoulder. Okay, don't undress here. Just remove this. Move the sleeves and then do the dvasa on the exactly other side. Similarly, on the GB10 area, okay, GB20 or GB10, wherever it is, right? Identify the tender point. The tender point is called Ashi. Okay, so we get to hear that word very often. It's called Ashi. Ashi meaning the plus. You have to understand the plus is not working. Okay, there will be Ashi here. So that means this part is not supplying the correct energy. So this is not working correctly. There is no pain. But the problem is this point will not get the correct energy when compared to the points next to it. So what you have to do, you know, somewhere it is going to pain because this is the point. So definitely you have to go and do treatment here. You have to just press, palpate, and then see. You'll definitely, once you touch that portion, they'll say, ah, that's why they named it called Ashi. So once you press that, you do treatment on the Ashi, the moment this pain is released. Okay, exactly the same thing. If there is a pain here, okay, there is a pain here, you find the Ashi here, okay, or you find the Ashi here. Ashi means that is a tender spot. The reason why it is tender is because the energy is not flowing. Okay, frozen shoulder means the energy is not flowing or it's flowing in a wrong direction. Because energy, it's not like a meridians, like how it is marked. It is like a river that is flowing on top of all the organs. The moment it is flowing on all the organs, the organ will suck the energy, it will work beautifully. But if there is a damage, right, either the energy, even if it is not going to one cell, right, that cell will become weak or will become tender, or it is not charging, the plus minus is not charging correctly, so it will not work. Okay, so that is the reason it is inviting you. Boss, something is not working. Can you please help me fix that? That's why the pain is coming. If you take a painkiller, that means hey, just shut up. I'm not. I don't know. I'll just take the painkiller. But the moment you understand it is paining, meaning the energy or the meridian is not traveling there. Okay, there is a paining area here. The energy is going like this. It's not going there, or it is going in the wrong direction. So what you have to do is find the ashi either here or either in the lower portion, okay, and go and do the treatment. If suppose there is no other option, okay, the shoulder there is a fracture or you don't want to undress this lady, you just simply massage this point. You'll find ashi here. Ashi meaning a tender spot, because that is the weakest spot, not getting the correct charge. So the moment you put only the charge, that your job is done. Your job is nothing there. What you are doing is you are identifying which cell is not getting the charge. That cell you are activating on the other side. The moment you activate it, it is like you are putting a needle or you are doing a guasa. The moment you do that one, the cell will start to generate energy. Once that's like just putting a switch only. You'll put a switch somewhere, the bulb will go somewhere. Exactly the same thing. The charge is missing here. The moment you put the charge in the opposite direction, right, this is the bulb will start to glow because it's all electromagnetic, right? So that is how it is working, sir. Any questions, sir?
No,
Okay. So
no, just continue.
okay. Okay. So 55 minutes already. Oh, then I should. But no, don't worry, because I wanted to cover few more. We'll do it also. But let me know, sir, if you are little it is full for the day, we'll take it little slow also, not a problem. Because in today's class,
No, no,
my
it is
main,
okay.
it's okay, right? Because the intention of today's class is to so that you understand. Now, what you understand is the energy must it's not can or will or not. Energy must flow to each and every cell. Okay, the meridians have to travel on each and every cell. Then everything is beautiful. If it is not traveling, what will happen is you'll get the tender spots. The tender, why it is tender? Because the cell is not getting the right energy, it becomes tender. So you go to the either the opposite side or you go to diagonally the opposite side. You find the tender spot. You just have to palpate and then see where is a tender spot. Once you find that exact tender spot, because that is a minus, this is a plus. You put the needle or you do the guasa, the current the circuit is complete, it will start, the pain will immediately go. Okay, if it is a bigger problem, it will take some settings, but the moment you clear this, it's just the how long, like 3 or 4 seconds, 6 seconds, the energy will start to flow on the other side. The circuit will be complete. The body pain, it's all circuit diagram. Okay, so the body, it's a mixture of meridian, whatever you call it, it is all mixture of everything. So this is what the polarity theory is. Okay. So now there is a problem on the exactly on the sciatica area on here. Okay, there is a pain here. Okay, so one approach, you should not confuse with the earlier one, sir. Earlier one, what we did was it is a pain on the side. Okay, now there is a pain on the center of the back. Okay, so that means now it is a different diagram. Okay, now it travels on the scapula and the wings, right, and goes to the shoulders. Now it takes a different path. Okay, you just have to go through these slides couple of times and then you visualize. It's all your imaginary only, sir, because there is no diagram, there is no meridian ball to tell you how the circuit flow is going, but you just have to imagine on the patient. Okay, there is, assume that there is a line, and then palpate on the way. Okay, on the way the energy flow is running. Okay, suppose this is what they saw the Kundalini force and all, right? There is a problem, that means go exactly the straight line, the where your scalp ends, right? The hairline border, the GB20 area or UB10 area. So
Yeah.
if you see that one, okay, you can do guasa here. You do if there is a pain here, to draw straight line, just do the guasa here. That's it. The pain will reduce. You don't need to undress. You just remove the collar, do the guasa here. That's it. Or put the needle there, or just do guasa here. That's it. So this is answer for. So this could be a problem, or it could be a problem on the wing area. Okay, this is your small intestine meridian, right? This is how the small intestine is traveling. Either it could be a problem there, or it could be a problem here on your ubitin, or it could be a problem somewhere in the small intestine area. Okay, this is where your your rotatory. Repeat, sir.
SI11 area.
Correct. Somewhere in that area is impacted. Okay. So what you do is you just have to go across the lines all the way to the shoulder. Okay. This is the diagram. This is how you will see the energy is traveling, and that is how it is completing, because really it is going that way only. So either you do it here, you do it here. This is how the circuit diagram is completing. So if there is somebody comes with a problem on their scapular area, right? You just go to the bottom and do the treatment. If there comes a problem here, you go to the scapula and then do the problem. You do it because UB meridian and small intestine meridian are interrelated. That's what we'll see in the next coming sessions. That is all this map. I'll give you a chart. You will understand which is all related to each other. So the moment you do a treatment here, it goes all the way here. Immediately the same plus and minus will start to work. Okay, this is exactly the same thing for your front portion also. Some ladies come with ovary issues or any female issues. You just go do it on the throat, do it above the nose. It's all one of the same. You don't need to go undress and then do a treatment here. You just go exactly. You do a facial guasa on the eyes. Nothing. If somebody comes with a gynecological problem, okay, I don't breathe correctly, or there is PCOD, or there is paining there, nothing. You just do a facial guasa. That's it. You don't need to do anything there because you cannot undress there. It's very uncomfortable. It is a groin area. You don't want to touch that. It is also very difficult and critical because you will do guasa and remove the pain, but the hormones will go imbalance. So don't go the downwards. Instead, just clone that to the top. Okay, just like a mirror, right? You just have to mirror the problem in the bottom to the upper part of the body. The moment you do that, on the now there is a problem on the nose, on the point somewhere between the eyes. Do a facial guasa. The moment you do a facial guasa, the pain in the bottom will start to relax. Okay. So this is how it doesn't touch the nipple. Okay. Earlier the nipple we found it goes the slanting, okay, diagonal, but it goes next to your nipples and it touches the shoulder and it touches to the center of your eyebrow. Okay. So this is how it travels. Okay. So so this is how you have to do the treatment. So you don't need to undress anybody. Okay, it gives an uncomfortable situation, but equivalently or 10 times stronger treatment, we do it in the other side. This is called imaging. That means you just have to visualize and then image one part of the body, the other part, and do a treatment there. So this is called distal. If there is a problem here, you just go and put the needle somewhere here, or you just do guasa on the nose. You just move on the tip or the center of your eyebrows. That's it. The moment you do, you are solving all the gynecological problems. Similarly, if there is a problem here, you just go simply press here. Don't do guasa, just simply palpate. You will definitely find the ashi there. Ashi meaning it's a tender spot. Reason why it is tender? Because the plus and minus is not, the circuit is not complete. Either the plus is not working or the minus is not working. If the minus, assume this is minus, if this is not working, you just have to go to the other side and then do a massage or do a guasa or put the needle. All of them are doing under the same action only. If you do the needle, okay, it is for a different purpose. Suppose there is a problem inside your bone. Okay, this is your bone. Okay, there is a problem somewhere here. Say Venice elbow, right? This is a problem. Okay, inside, deep inside. In that case, your guasa will do only superficial only, not deep inside. Then in that case, you just have to insert the needle that will give you 80% result. If you do guasa, it will give only 60% result. Apart from that, if it is mostly superficial, then you can do any of them. But you will decide whether it is guasa or it is acupuncture, understanding how deep the issue is. If there is a missing tissue inside, right, you have to just go for 2 centimeters inside. There is a missing tissue. That's why you are getting a pain. You just have to put a long needle inside, and then you have to just go and touch that. The moment you touch that, your brain gets a signal, and the energy will start to flow, and the meridians will start to flow. It will grow automatically. You don't need to do anything. Nothing. Nobody in the world acupuncturist, nobody can do anything. All we have to do, identify the correct tender spot, put a needle. That's it. The moment you put the needle, it will start to work. So this is how it is working. So in this session, so far, because the next one is we'll finish this one. Yeah, we'll take a little slow on this, not a problem. Okay. So I just recollect, sir. From the first, we'll do one more time. So human body is a magnetic force. Exactly like how a bar magnet is working, like exactly how a battery is having a plus minus. It's the same way only human body is also having a charge. Okay, so the energy, how they bisect the human body into two, the bilateral, right? In one side there is energy flow on the clockwise, on the other side it's also another clockwise. So what we understand is, if one portion is having a problem, we go to the other side, do the treatment there. Reason why you say this is plus, this is minus. We don't need to know whether it is plus or minus. That's not our interest. If this is plus, then automatically this plus is having a pain or it's not working correctly, whether it is internal or external, whatever may be the case, you just go to the other side, identify where is the Ashi. Just have to palpate and see. Okay, palpate and see where it is not working. The moment you palpate, you will understand, oh, this is not working. Exactly the same spot that is not giving the correct charge. So either you activate that is little slower approach. You do the movement here, this is 10 times faster approach. So this will start to charge automatically, because this and this are all interrelated. You don't need to do anything. You just do here, this will automatically start to work. That's how we saw here. It is anywhere. You want to do it on the 5 area, exactly the 5 area, do a needle, or you do guasa here, you will see the relief. Okay, and in the next sessions, we'll see how to go to a different area. One approach we saw is, if there is a problem on the groin area, just glide towards the shoulder, do the guasa. Definitely there is a Ashi here. There is a tender spot which is not working. You can do treatment there. Nipple problem or groin problem, it's all the same problem. That means the energy is not flowing diagonally to the opposite side. So once you do, if there is a problem here, do it here. If there is a problem here, do it here. To improvise your treatment, you do it on the line. Definitely, you will see notice some petechiae here, not on the line, somewhere here, somewhere bottom, but ultimately it's all on the line. Somewhere here or here, there is a problem. Just simply move your guasa board diagonally. The same thing you will see for the other shoulder. Alternately, if you don't want to glide, you go to the throat, and in the throat do the reverse guasa, or it is a tender spot. If you're a little not confident, just do a massage on your hands below your cheek.
Instead of gliding the board through the complete diagonal line, we can address only the shoulder spots, no?
Correct. You can do it here only. First approach is you can identify whether there is a tender spot here. Most likely, you will find a tender spot here. If you did not find anything, you can find a tender spot here. You will definitely find between these two. If you want to improvise your treatment, you can do it on the cross. If there is no option, you will not do that. But if you do here and here, automatically the circuit is complete. Because we just want to finish the circuit. One is negative, one is positive. Even I don't know which is positive, which is negative. But one of them is not working. That means the other side is not giving the correct energy. You do it either here or here. It is all one and the same. Or sometimes it could not be a problem here. It will be here. But most likely, to whatever I have seen, it is definitely on the other side, because I finished doing it and then I found I don't see anything, because the moment you put energy here, this will also start work because the circuit is complete now. If suppose
Yeah.
the problem here, then we have to do here also, but this is how the circuit is working. All you have to do is, the game is, you have to finish the circuit. If there is a block somewhere, you just have to remove that, nothing else. Our job is not healing any small intestine or the urinary bladder. We don't know anything. All we know is finishing the circuit only. We put the, if acupuncture is putting a needle, is blindly we have to assume is just finishing the circuit. The circuit and the diagonal is not working, or circuit on the straight is not working, or it is not working on the horizontal. Somewhere is putting a needle, the circuit is complete. The same thing only happens on the back side. If there is a problem on one hip, either go to the other shoulder, or in this hip you go to the other shoulder, or you go to the GB20 area somewhere. There is a pain. How will you identify? You will palpate and see. Okay, you will definitely see a Ashika. Okay, so even if you forget all these things, the only thing you have to understand is every cell in the human body needs a meridian, a flow on top of it, and it also needs an electromagnetic energy. Either it is plus meaning designated plus, you should get a plus or negative. If it is paining meaning the energy is not traveling on the cell, it is taking a diversion, or it is going on the other direction, or something else is disturbing, then the energy does not flow. So immediately the other side of the body, the circuit is lost. You just have to go and do a repair on the other side. This will automatically get the energy. Is that fine, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, so we also saw about this, the back. You do on the scapula, or you go to the, again, to the GB20, because if you do a pain here, this line is flowing all the way to the back side. So either you do it on the back or you do it here. Somebody is having a problem there, you do it on the other side. Okay, somebody comes with your problem here, either you have option 1, you have option 2, or if it is paining here, your option is option 3 is here. Is that fine, sir? We have 3 options. Somebody coming here, either you can put the needle here or dosa here, or you go to the other side, or you go to the other side. So you have 3 options. You have 4 options. Your regular option. Is that correct, sir? The regular, you will do the dosa on the pointer. You'll go to the opposite side, you'll do the on the other side, you'll find a tender spotter, or you will go on your tailbone, you will identify a tender spot, you will do just blindly do dosa, and you'll also have it from here, you'll have another option. So you have 4
Straight
options.
up.
Yeah. So 4 options. You don't do the first option. Now you do, because you are now very, very comfortable with first option. You do all the other 3 options. The results are very stunning. Okay, because you know this is a map. With this map, we just have to imagine this map on top of the patient. Okay, so exactly the same person, because the problem could be any number. Because here I'll tell whether it is a gynecological problem. Okay, sometimes right, a guy will come on the prostitute, right, on the balls, right, that could be a problem. Don't worry, nothing. You just have to go opposite side, do a facial dosa. Ideally, do a facial dosa. You'll get some conditions. Once the moment you remove the pain there, they will see a significant improvement. Okay, but when you go here, it doesn't touch the nipple. If it touches the nipple, it goes little diagonal. So if you just go through this chart multiple times, you'll try to understand, or you can just put it on your. But you just understand this. It goes diagonally. That's it. So the moment you understand, you diagonally go to the other side. You do dosa blindly, or you just have to palpate and see. That's why the doctors are all palpating. Or if you go to some physicians, right, they'll just palpate and then see. The moment they palpate, it is a tender spot. They call it a different thing, but we call it as a electromagnetic problem. So it is plus. So this is not working. So I just do a treatment here. This is working. Opposite is also working. Is it fine, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we will see this one. Okay. So exactly the same thing. It goes to the opposite side, but this time it's on the center. Okay, the diaphragm. Diaphragm is something which is the bisects, or it separates your chest cavity and your abdomen cavity. This diaphragm is a separation. It will be like this, sir. It will be here, okay? Your chest cavity and your stomach will not touch each other because the diaphragm is separating both of them. So if there is a problem on the middle, okay, on the middle of your chest, you have two options. Either you go to one side of the shoulder, or you go to the other side shoulder, or you do it on the groin area. Just do a gentle massage. The moment you do, the problem in the diaphragm will get released. Exactly the same thing you can approach for the backside pain. If there is a pain on the center, just go to the hip or go to the shoulder, both of them. Okay. Or you can, what you can do is just simply touch this and touch this. Complete the circuit. Just try to palpate. This pain will start to see some improvements. So either you go diagonally. If there is a pain here, you do it here, or there is a pain. It could be, I don't know, it could pain anywhere on this line. It varies from patient to patient, but this is how the energy is flowing on the diaphragm, on the nipples, on the center. Okay, so three different areas we have covered, sir. So now we have multiple options. So ideally, what you have understood is, if there is a pain on one side, you go to the other diagonal side. Sometimes you have to go little onto the top, or sometimes you have to go straight. So based on these images, you will get a very good clarity, and you can start doing. But wherever you see, if this is plus on the diagonal, it is negative. Okay, so if the plus is having a problem, this negative will not work. So do Guasa on the negative side, this plus will get charged. Okay, so there is no, until then there is no meridian at all. Okay, so can we, are you okay if I cover this one, sir, or we can cover it in the next class? Is it little full or?
No, we can cover.
I'll finish this one. This portion I'll take. This I have to spend some time. Okay. So how it works is, sir, I'll just tell only the glimpse, sir. I'll not go into detail. Detail will go in the next class. So there is something called similar structure. Okay, this will be covered in the next class. In detail we will cover. High level I'll tell you similar structure. Okay. No, sir, that is a half an hour topic. I will take that later. So high level, your foot. Okay, assume this is my foot, sir. Okay, the foot. If I merge both the foot together, I get a line in between, right?
Yeah.
So if somebody comes with a back pain, okay, do it on your foot. Do it on the side of the foot. This is your backbone.
Okay.
You get that, sir?
Yeah, yeah.
So this is your backbone. This is how it is. So this is your backbone. So somebody comes with the back pain, right? So that means I'll show you now. It will be clear. You came for a problem here. This portion. Okay, sir. The tailbone or in the middle. Okay, you came to me with this problem. Okay, on the middle, on the tailbone. So what option I have is, I have one option here. Can you tell me, sir, what options you have?
Yeah, one on the tailbone, one straight on the GB20.
Correct.
On the scapula.
Correct. On the other scapula. So you have four options.
Other side. Two of.
Correct. Now, other option is, now assume exactly the same thing, sir. It was a pain on the lower end. You said you will do it here, and then you said you will do it here. You will do it here. Correct, sir? Similarly, fifth option, you can do it here. When the two toe touches, right? You just keep both the toes together. You can do on the toe here. On the toe, you can do it here.
Okay.
Let me take. So this is, so this toe, right? So if there is a back problem, you can do it here.
Okay.
Okay, so this is where your tailbone is. So you just have to imagine this is your backbone. So if you do it here, is a fifth option for you. You do it here, the problem on the backbone, suppose there is a problem on the 5, okay, on 4 or 5 somewhere, okay, there is a problem, okay. So come here to the foot on the spleen channel. If you do it here, the pain is gone. If somebody comes with a back pain, just do it on the spleen area here. Don't worry it is spleen. I'm just telling you, you just have to do here in the side. So once you do that, the pain is gone because they are all similar structure. It's called homologous, which we are going to see in the upcoming session. Okay, similar structure. So what I'm doing here is I'm giving you all the options where you can do treatment outside the problem. Because somebody came to me with a problem here on the tailbone, but now I am giving you multiple options. The problem could be 90% here. It could be on this diagonal. It could be on this diagonal, or you go to the bottom of your foot and you do it in this area. If I say 5 area, this 5 area will be somewhere here. Do you understand the reason why I am doing it here, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, suppose if it is suppose if it is 7, can you tell me where I should do on the foot?
Sorry?
If suppose I am having a pain on the 7 area.
On the
7 area meaning suppose there is a pain. Do you see my mouse pointer, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, there is a pain here.
Okay.
So what you have to do is, okay, just
on the foot also we can do.
on the foot, do it
on the foot midway, yeah, there we can do.
Correct, sir. Exactly, sir. You got it, sir. So somewhere you will do. You need not be area free. Just put your board somewhere. You will just find the others. You palpate and see. You will find the Ashi point here. Okay, so that is how it is all designed, sir. So this is what is the basics of the distal guasa. What you are doing is, we now understand how the energy is going. You diagonal, sometimes it goes here, sometimes it is 50-degree diagonal, sometimes it is acute diagonal. So it changes, but once you understand this, you have multiple options to go outside the pin. So you don't need to undress anybody. You just go to the foot, do it on the 5 area. Okay, and then you go to the neck area, the GB20, do guasa here. And suppose it comes in dhoti, there is option you can do it on the 5 area also. Suppose you don't want, you can do it on the scalp area here also. Okay, so these are all the options we have outside the pain area. Okay, on the pain area, if I do here, it means, okay, our regular approach, if you do, that means it is supplying energy here, it is supplying energy here, it is supplying energy here, supplying energy here, and it is also supplying energy on the foot, on your back, everywhere. Okay, so it means you are doing it all the places, but now you are doing it away from the places. It is very effective than doing it on exactly the same thing, because you are now, earlier you are doing only here, now you are doing 1, 2, 3, 4. In 4 different places you are doing, which means you are doing 4 times better treatment than what you are doing earlier. Okay, and what you are doing, you found a plus is not working, so you are doing treatment on the negative. The moment you do it on the negative, the plus will start to work, which is much better than doing it on the problem area itself. Because earlier the plus is only not working. You are doing it on the plus only, kept on doing. But now you are going identifying, okay, the plus is not working, meaning it's not this problem. This negative was not working correctly. So first you are correcting the root cause. The moment you correct the root cause, this plus will automatically start to work. So this is how it is working overall, sir, high level. Is it okay? So
yeah.
Okay, when we come to the session next time, sir, we will talk about this. Okay, which part of the body it's all having an impact. We'll talk about this, and then this is all just for your representation, because the energy flows, but I did not because using the other methods I was able to cover, but you just have to validate. So these two you have to validate. It's just for your study only, but this is the super duper main thing, and I've created a separate chart for that. You don't need to memorize anything. It will all be in the chart. I'll send it across to you. You just have to put it on your clinic, and then you just have to see the treatment, see the patient, just see this, and then do the problem in the other side. So this we will cover in detail. We'll have to sit for some time, sir, for this one, and then we will cover. Is that fine, sir?
Okay, okay.
I'll just pause the session.